Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas to you guys. Today's story is about the night before Christmas. It's all about Santa. Let's get started. It, it was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in a kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his horses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the house top the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and Saint Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled! His dimples, how merry! His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod. Up the chimney he rose. He sprang on his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, "Oh!" He drove out of sight. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys with the next storytelling. The next story is going to be about the cat who didn't like the Christmas. Max, the cat, was just taking his afternoon nap when a loud noise suddenly woke him up. Dazed, he looked up from his carpet in front of the fireplace. Oh no, he thought. It's that time of the year again. He looked at the door and saw his mistress dragging a huge Christmas tree into the house. Max knew exactly what was coming, so he left his cozy spot to hide under the couch. And yes, from his hiding place, Max watched his mistress throw his carpet into the corner without any hesitation. He put the tree in the middle of the room, exactly in its spot. Max jumped grumpily on the couch and tried to go back to sleep. But soon loud music was blasting through the whole house. It's the most wonderful time of the year, his mistress sang along loudly. The most beautiful time of the year, thought Max. I don't think so. But wait a second. Max's mistress was now pulling a beautiful silver garland out of a box. It sparkled and wriggled in the air. It was magical. Max couldn't restrain himself any longer. He simply had to get it. He gathered himself for a leap and floated at least 2 meters through the air. Gotcha! Max soon. Max, no! Exclaimed his mistress as he landed on top of the Christmas tree. Max tried to grab hold of something, waving all four paws around. Ouch! The pine needles stung everywhere. The tree couldn't hold him. He snuck back and forth, and then, bam! The noise rose above the loud Christmas music. Max crawled from under the Christmas tree. Pine needles were tangled in his fur. The floor was covered with earth and broken balls. Max! Cried his mistress angrily. Now look what you have done. Then she got down on her knees. Oh, Max, are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? Max tried to look extra sad, but when his mistress saw that the cat wasn't hurt, she quickly went to get the vacuum cleaner. Max sighed and went to look for a good place to wash his dirty coat. That box over there seems perfect for it. Max jumped in and zealously started licking himself. He tossed and turned to reach every spot between his toes at the tip of his tail. There, much better. Now let's visit my friend Lola, thought Max. But when Max wanted to jump out of the box, he was completely stuck. Meow, he cried out in panic. Oh no, Max, not the Christmas lights. It took a very long time before his mistress had freed Max, and now all of you go, she cried angrily. Max stepped outside through the cat flap and went to see Lola the dog. She was busy decorating her kennel. "Hi, Max," said Lola. "Isn't Christmas fun? I'm having such a good time." "Oh, Christmas tree? Well, I think it's dreadful," said Max. "I can't touch anything and everything's different from usual. I don't like it one bit. The next thing I know, I'll be wearing a Santa hat on my head." And just then his mistress came out with a red hat in her hand. "Max," he heard sweet voice calling. "Hi, here, kitty, kitty," but Max ran away and hid high up on the tree. When it got dark, Max was still sitting in the tree. He looked inside. The Christmas tree was upright again, and lights were burning all over the house. Lola, the dog, was lying on her basket in front of the heater. Smoke was coming out of the chimney, and was that the smell of the roast chicken? Max sighed. Owl woke up. She lived in the tree. "Hey," she said, still feeling drowsy. "What are you doing here? Shouldn't you go inside? It's getting cold." "No, not in a million years," said Max. "I'm not going back in until Christmas is over. When everything is back to normal." Stubborn Max stayed on his branch. It was pretty cold, to be honest, and then it started snowing. That Christmas hat would be nice and warm now, thought Max to himself. As the snow formed a layer on his coat, when all the lights were out of the house, Max couldn't take it anymore. Step by step, he crawled down to the tree. Cold to the bone, he sneaked in through the cat flap. "Sweet Max, there you are," cried his mistress with a joy. She dried him and took him in arms. Max slept in his mistress' bed. What? That night I felt even better than his own carpet. When Max woke up the next morning, Lola, the dog, was jumping excitedly through the room. "Max!" she shouted. "It's Christmas! Come quickly!" Max sighed. Slowly he jumped off the bed and walked into the living room. A pile of shiny package was lying under the Christmas tree. "Another thing I can't touch," thought Max sadly. "But look over there. What was that? One of the presents just moved." Curious Max came closer. And suddenly the lid fell off the box. Two tiny cars struck out and came up. Max saw a cute little face with a tiny whiskers. It was a kitten. "Uh," cried Max. The little cat jumped out of the box. Together they started rolling on the floor. Max couldn't stop laughing. He couldn't remember the last time he felt this happy. They played together all day long. When evening came, Kitty, because that was the kitten's name, curved up again against Max. And just before they fell asleep together, Max thought Christmas is the best day of the year. Thank you for watching. This is the end of the story. Well, I will see you guys in the next storytelling. Bye.